So in the last little while, we've had a lot of questions from clients about Airbnb and VRBO income, how they need to report it, GST matters, and everything else. And so I thought we'd do a quick little video on some of the things to be aware of as we come into personal tax season. Airbnbs and VRBOs are generally short-term rentals under 30 days, and therefore their income can be treated a little bit differently. To start with, once you're generating over $30,000 in revenue, you got to start charging GST. Now, if you use a provider like Airbnb or VRBO, they're going to do it automatically for you and then tell you how much GST has been collected and deal with the GST in part for you. You'll still have to report GST that you've collected and then send the money to the CRA. On the expense side, we've got two types of expenses, capital and current. A capital expense is one that has a long-term value to it. So think of things like furniture or appliances, maybe renovations that last a long time. To get a deduction for those, you're going to claim it over a period of time, usually a number of years, based on CRA prescribed rates. A current expense might be something like mortgage interest on the mortgage or property taxes, utilities, other minor repairs and maintenance. All of those are current expenses that you would deduct against the income in the current year to reduce the profit that you have. A lot of those expenses, both current and capital, will also have GST associated with them. Because you're collecting GST on your rental, you get to deduct the GST that you pay on those expenses, and the net of the GST you collect versus what you've paid out is what actually gets sent to CRA. And finally, from an income tax standpoint, normally rental income on any type of rental property will be reported on your tax return less the expenses, and you'll pay the tax on it. If you are an Airbnb or VRBO host and you are providing some extra services beyond just the rental, think of things like meals or some extra special vacation type planning or anything that goes above and beyond just providing the space, you may be considered a business rather than a rental provider, and then your income gets reported a little bit differently. It's still taxed the same rates that's on your personal tax return, but it's reported as business income rather than rental income. There's a lot of things that go on with an Airbnb or short-term vacation rental that you really need to be aware of. If you've got questions or want to know more, please reach out to us. We'd be happy to answer any questions.